Well, it was a great, great atmosphere here for the game tonight. Fans had tremendous energy the whole walk, and we played competitively, but then just couldn't sustain it. So obviously, we have a lot of work to do. We need to do a better job all the way around, coaching, playing, all three phases of the game. Just wasn't up to what it needs to be, and I know we're a lot better than that. So we'll need to work on those things and show it on Saturday on a quick turnaround. But give TCU credit; they came in and did a good job, and they were clearly the better team tonight. They deserved to win, and they did it decisively.
Right here.
Coach Andrew Jones, Tar Heel 24/7. When things started to go bad quickly after you guys went up 7-0, what was the sense of? Was there a sense of helplessness that you couldn't stop it? And what was maybe the key sequence that you thought got your team sort of off rails?
Yeah, multiple things. Anytime you give up 2 turnovers to touchdowns offensively, that's not good. We gave up several long plays on defense, where they gained a lot of yards on one play. So just too many of those. There wasn't any one thing. It was a combination of multiple things. Too many 3-and-outs, too many long plays on defense, and then 2 turnovers. Well, we had 3 turnovers, but 2 turnovers, touchdowns. You can't overcome that.
Given the short week now, how much teaching can you do from this video ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, well, we'll use the time best we can to, like I said, correct the mistakes from tonight and move on, and then get ready for Charlotte. So they've got a couple extra days here, and they came off a disappointing game themselves. So we're both a little bit in the same boat here. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do, and we'll get at it.
Back to Bill.
Hey, Coach Chris Asher of Tar Heels on that side. You guys had a lot of missed tackles tonight. How much of that has to do with the limited amount of time you had to prepare for this game is when it comes to tackling?
Yeah, you said it. We got to do a better job of tackling. There's no doubt about that, and so we're just gonna have to work harder on it, tackle better. There's no secret to it. There's no pill you can take. You just got to have to tackle better fundamentally and get more guys around the ball, so we're not so many tackles in space.
Back left.
Yeah, Jeremiah Holloway with Inside Carolina. You alluded to it a little bit, but after that first drive, it was time to struggle offensively to get points on the board. What in particular, from your vantage point from the sideline, was TCU doing to kind of get you guys out of rhythm from the offensive standpoint?
Yeah, look, they just outplayed us. They outcoached us. They were just better than we were tonight. That's all there was to it. They controlled both sides of the line of scrimmage. Their skilled players played well, and they did a lot more things right than we did. So, give them credit for being the better team. They certainly deserve it.
Back right. Brian Murphy with WRAL. Coach, could you assess how Gio Lopez played, his injury status, and if you saw enough from Max that job is open or maybe open?
Yeah, we'll see how Gio is. They took him off, took a look at him. Hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll see. Give Max a lot of credit. He came in there after being off for a long time and hung in there, made some plays. In a tough situation. So give him a lot of credit for what he did tonight. But we'll take a look at it after we see where things are at here and go from there. I don't know. It's too early to tell now.
Right in front of your coach.
Yeah.
The fan, where did the breakdowns after that first drive happen in the run game offensively for you all?
There were multiple. Biggest thing was they had trouble getting off to the linebackers, and they float over the top. We didn't get to them like we needed to, and we got beat in a couple of one-on-one situations. And if you don't make yards on first down, then you're in second and third and long, and it just we ended up with too many 3-and-outs there in that second quarter. So first down really helps you a lot on second and third down. We just didn't do a good enough job on first down tonight.
Second row left.
Luke DeCock, who's an observer. You talked a lot about going into this, about kind of trying to figure out what you had and what you were building. Were you surprised at the way things snowballed sort of late in the second quarter into the second half?
Well, we'll just keep working and keep grinding away. We're better than what we were tonight, but we have to go out there and show that and prove it. So nobody's going to do it for us. We'll have to do it ourselves, and that's what we're going to do.
Front row on the right.
Noah Weisskopf, Tar Heel 24/7. What was your message to the team in the locker room after a game like this?
Yeah, I usually keep my comments to the team private between myself and the team. But obviously we have a lot of work to do, and we need to get to it. And that's the long and short of it.
On the right here.
Yeah, Aaron Beard of the AP. We saw you on the field before the game. walking around, watching your team, watching TCU. It's obviously a great environment. I'm curious for what you envisioned of a college game, what this experience was like coming out and participating in that.
That was a great environment tonight. I mean, fans were awesome. It's great energy in the stadium. We just didn't do enough to keep it going. I mean, we got to play better for the energy to be sustainable.
Bill, Brian Marks from The Athletic. You mentioned the fans, the atmosphere was sort of what you were wanting, what you were hoping for. What would sort of be your message to fans who were maybe disappointed by the result and the way that it went as far as sticking with you guys?
What I've just been saying. We're going back to work, and we're going to get better.
On the left.
Aiden Johnson, Tar Heels Wire. Bill, so alluding to the earlier question, short week preparing for Charlotte, what are some of the top things or the top thing you want to see from your guys in practice this week to prepare for another opponent in such a quick time frame?
Yeah, again, the biggest thing is we have to correct some of the mistakes we made tonight. I mean, we just can't perform well doing some of the things that we did. We got to be better than that. And then obviously we got to deal with Charlotte and the problems they present. But we had too many self-inflicted wounds that we have to eliminate before we can, even worry about addressing our opponents. So we'll start with that and then move to Charlotte.
Second row on the left.
Shelby Swanson, the Raleigh News and Observer. Coach, obviously some injuries with the offensive line. To what extent do you feel like that was an issue for you all tonight?
Well, I mean, every injury is an opportunity. So, somebody's out, then somebody else is in. They have an opportunity, and so we'll work with those players and work for them to get better. I think we have enough players. We just have to perform better as a unit. Coach better, play better, work better on our fundamentals. There's no shortcut to it. We just got to work harder and do a better job. That's all there is to it.
Last one right here in the front row.
For clarity's sake on the quarterbacks, if Gio's available Saturday, is he going to start for you guys?
Well, let's see where he's at. I don't know. It's a short week. We'll see. I don't know what his availability is right now, so I don't want to speculate on that.
Thanks, guys.
All right, great. Thank you.